1, 2. Sweet. 5x5, we all good. I got the mic all up in the camera and shit. Gee, I can cuss. I'm past the 30-second mark. I got parental advisory on the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm going to tap into some shit tonight. Just saying. Couple little things. I got to let y'all know something about this YouTube. Good Lord. I watched this dude, what the hell is his name? Damn it, slipped my mind real quick. Tectone. I think that's what it is. Let me make sure. I don't want to. It's Tectone, right? Yeah, Tectone. So, there's Osmond Gold. I associate these three people together because they did a podcast together, and I used to watch it. It was Emaru, Osmond Gold, and Tectone. Now, Tectone dropped this video today. I'm just sitting, skimming through YouTube. I'm like, man, what's going on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about going live. Let me see what's going on around the YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? So Tectone's like, man, what the heck? He posts this thumbnail, and he's talking about some shit that YouTube lets fly on their videos. Now, I'm going to let y'all know, and y'all are probably going to go try to see, and some of y'all might not want to go look, but it's actually, I don't want the YouTube shit to bang me out for talking about this. Not that they would get me in trouble or nothing, but I just don't want them at the beginning of the live getting all up in my shit. So, YouTube allows these videos of these girls cleaning, but it's if you look up transparent cleaning, it'll have like a girl with a bucket and some water and a rag, and she's trying to teach you how to clean the floors, but she has like completely see-through clothes on. Like you can see everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about everything. Now, I hit a couple of the fellas up. I'm like, look, man, we've been getting strikes, just for talking. Just for talking, coming up with scenarios, making up little skits. I mean, all kinds of shit we getting strikes for just talking shit. No lies, no nothing. 99% of the time, it's the truth. Even if they call it a conspiracy theory, it ends up being true. And we getting, Native get over a dozen strikes through the past couple years, him doing his YouTube. And yet they allow these chicks to pretty much do soft porn on YouTube. If you go look it up, it's going to blow your mind. I'm talking about you can see the private parts of a female downstairs, and you can see it so good that it's moving when she moves her legs and stuff. You can see it like moving and opening up and closing kind of a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I had Denise was downstairs doing her thing when I found it. She come walking up the stairs. I was like, babe, you got to see this. You're not going to believe this. This is YouTube. And I showed her that shit. She's like, what the fuck? Now, I heard some crazy shit, back in the days that they were like letting men that, go the other route with another man. They were doing some weird shit, like sticking things in places and stuff on their body and they were doing it on YouTube. But I ain't know that they let like soft porn be on YouTube. Like straight up. Can y'all believe this shit? It's why if you look it up, if you just look up transparent cleaning, there'll be some videos that pop up. And I told Native, I told Nisi, I said, man, what if I was to react to one of these videos? I guarantee you I would get in trouble. Even if I did it on like a serious note, like, yeah, I agree that's how you clean the floor. Yeah, that's the kind of rag I would use. Yeah, that's the kind of soap I would use. That's about the temperature of the water I would use. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I did it like that, I know damn well YouTube would just spank the shit out of me. Probably erase my whole damn channel. But yet these people, I mean, there's a ton of them. I didn't get to watch the whole thing with Tectone because I was like, man, this some bullshit. You know, he didn't show the shit on his, and I'm like, man, I gotta see this for myself. You know what I'm saying? I got to go see it. Plus, I gotta go see it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So anyway, so I go away from the video, but I think he was saying in his video that it's educational purposes because they're saying they're cleaning the floor and shit. They're allowed to get away with this wearing these see-through things, and I'm talking about they might as well not be wearing nothing at all. Y'all ever heard of this shit? Y'all ever seen this shit? Now, fellas, don't go running too fast now. I know some of you fellas gonna be, what? All up in the cleaning, naked, transparent. Y'all gonna be on YouTube 24/7 now. Holy shit. But that's some wild shit, man. That's some wild shit. And to think that these motherfuckers would strike us for talking about shit that's going on in the USA, the United States of America, where there's freedom of speech. It just blows my mind, man. It just blows my mind. But, you know, I'm not trying to, look, I believe in anybody making it any way they want to make it. Look, if you wanna get butt naked and clean the floors on YouTube and make videos and it's working out for you, man, I'm with you. Do your damn thing, man. I ain't trying to turn you in. I ain't trying to start no riff or nothing. And I'm not gonna push no agenda to do away with you or no shit like that. Hey, it is what it is. That's not my thing. I feel some type of way because I've gotten a strike before and I get demonetized on my videos damn near every time I go live because I say fuck or I might say pussy or some shit like that or shit, you know what I'm saying? But man, but I ain't reporting nothing. I ain't saying nothing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, to each his own. Shit. I know there's some dudes out there that can't get girls and shit, man, and that's like the only way they get a little something. But the only thing I hope ain't no kids running into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see some kid rolling through that motherfucker about 7, 8 years old and being like, oh, shit, cleaning the floor. I wanted to help mom clean the floor. Let me see this. What the fuck? Holy shit, ma. You know what I'm saying? That would be fucked up. But hey, it's YouTube, man. I guess there are rules and regulations. I wonder, like, if I got on this motherfucker and wore some see-through shit and talked about math problems and shit, would that be legit? You know what I'm saying? Would that be okay with YouTube? Shit, I'm just curious. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do the shit. You ain't gonna catch me in no Speedos up on this bitch, but you know what I'm saying? Let me remember what the hell was in my damn title, man. What was in my damn title? Oh yeah. Are we World War III yet? Is P Diddy guilty or not? And some country rap content creators had some shit go down. Now, y'all know I tapped into the country rap shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's not my thing. I'm not going to be country rap channel talking and shit. But, you know, I keep up with it a little bit when I see something that's done popped off and it's like, whoa, the hell? So, if any of y'all watched my shit back then when I, you know, did a couple things talking about, you know, the beef between, you know, old Upchurch and Adam Calhoun and all that shit, I might have like turned you on to a channel or two that was kind of covering the shit. Well, there was this one channel who like had Adam Calhoun on. He had Hard Target on there, man. He had a bunch of, he does all the music, he shows all the music and shit. Seems to be a nice guy, you know. I don't know none of these people. Ain't gonna know none of these people. But some bad shit happened to him, man. It's a bad lick. Now, there was some y'all can go find the shit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see it. I don't have no rights to no videos showing it. I don't even know how YouTube goes about that. I don't know if they're getting in trouble for showing it, but evidently this dude goes and travels and goes to meet this other dude. And the other dude was like, a lot of people didn't like him. A lot of people were like shitting on him all the time. And yeah, I don't have no opinion. I keep my opinion to myself. I just don't want to be involved with these people. But I just want to tell y'all, you know, a little bit of tea that happened. You know what I'm saying? So this dude, his name is Triple T. He goes and meets up with this other dude named Dagburn. Now, Triple T had another dude with him, and his name was like Mr. Reactions or some shit. He was like on his panels and shit when they would like judge people's songs and shit like that. So he rolls up in this dude's town, calls him out, tells him to come on out, meet him, you know, somewhere in his town. He goes to his town. Dude shows up with his girl. Now, Triple T's got a homeboy with him. This dude's solo, just with his girl. Man, and embarrassed the shit out of Triple T and his homeboy. Triple T got out the truck. Old homeboy just mopped the shit out of him. Whop! Smacked the shit. I mean, it was a pretty good smack, man. He smacked the shit out this dude. And it was kind of wild because dude didn't like swing back or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and it probably caught him off guard a little bit, but still, somebody smack you in your face, a grown ass man smack you in your face, and you don't throw hands, you don't throw them things. So then the homeboy that was with Triple T, I guess he jumps out the truck or was out the truck or something, but he kind of squares up on the other dude, the Dagburn dude. And then Dagburn swing, I think he swung once, missed, and then he swung again and caught him, and dude like dropped to the ground. Now the video kind of went away and came back and like real quick, but you could see he's swinging to him, and then the video didn't catch the hit. But it caught dude trying to get back up off the ground. And then dude didn't swing or nothing. Now hear me out. I want to ask the chat. I want to ask the ladies. I want to ask the fellas. I really want to know what y'all's opinion on something like this is. If you and a homeboy are enemies with somebody, and you go with your homeboy and roll into your enemy's town, calling him out, and dude comes and meets you, smacks the shit out you, pops your boy in the jaw, knocks him on his ass, and then later on, a little bit later, he smacks him again, because they're like talking shit in each other's face, and he smacks him again, bop, and it wasn't as bad as the first one, but he still smacked him again, 2 times. And neither one of them threw a lick. Not only, it ain't like they threw some hands and missed and just couldn't fight that good, but they didn't do nothing, really. I mean, you see them square up, and getting the fighting. But man, if y'all see the video, look, y'all could probably look it up. Probably look up Triple T gets smacked by Dagburn or something. And you'll be able to find videos on it. And there's in the country rap scene, there's content creators and shit, and all of them were showing it and shit. Cause the Triple T dude, man, he seemed like a nice dude, but he I don't know. He was in the military and shit, and he kind of like sometimes he seemed like he was a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? He would come off trying to be like a tough guy. On the internet. On his live streams or whatever. And no disrespect or nothing. I'm not saying he ain't a tough guy. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying, sometimes when he was on there, the way he would talk to some people or say some things, it was like he was a tough guy. But then this happens, and it's like, damn, man. So I mean, what do y'all think? What would you do if somebody smacked you in your damn face? Now there's. I remember there was like 3 points to this. It was like 1, he drove to him. 2, he had backup. He had another homeboy with him. And what was 3, damn it? I can't even remember what was 3. There was like 3 good points. But he didn't do shit, man. What do y'all think, man? Y'all think that that's okay? Or y'all think like he should have threw hands, man? Like if somebody smacks you in your face, what you gonna do? And I don't even understand it because like he already smacked you, dude. You already got hit, so it's not like you shouldn't be worried about getting hit. You already got hit, so you might as well just throw them things. You might as well just go ahead and knuckle up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think the Triple T dude's like 53, 54 years old, and I think the Dagburn dude's like in his 30s or something like that. So there ain't that much of an age difference neither, man. It's kind of strange, man. I should try to look it up. Let me look real quick. Maybe I can find the short. Let me look real quick. All right, hold up. I don't know if I could like get in trouble for some shit like this or not. I don't know. All right, so I did see where Triple T was kind of joking on this dude. It's Captain Kirk Reacts. Now I don't know these people. But Captain Kirk Reacts, and Triple T was kind of clowning on this dude because Ryan Upchurch like blocked him or some shit. So I just knew when I seen this shit had happened, I knew this Captain Kirk dude was going, he was going to have to say something, right? So I'm gonna share this shit real quick. Laptop. All right, let's see.
Tell your friends, say your mom, that Johnny Gobble smacked the shit out of Triple T on his way to the redneckrave.com. Yo, and he hit Mr. Reaction with that 2-piece, had a boop, boop, boop. Back to the truck, boy.
Oh, shit, I thought he was going to show the damn video, man. My bad, hold up.
Shit out of Triple T on his way to the redneckrave.com.
Yeah. Stop it, man. Stop it. Let's see, what is this right here? No, that's too long. Okay, here we go. See. Hopefully I don't get in trouble, man. I don't know. Who is this? I don't even know who this dude is, man. I'm gonna end up getting in trouble for sharing somebody's shit. Hold up, here's Captain Kirk. Let me see. Let me see if it shows it real quick. It's only 14 seconds. Let me watch real quick to see if it's up. Man, I know he had a short that showed the shit. Where is it at, man? Where is it at?
Any trouble?
What are you doing, Johnny?
Johnny, don't.
What are you gonna do? What are you
Look here, by God. Hey, look here, you motherfuckers ain't gonna
Now,
jump him. You come here for the trouble.
now see, he already slapped Triple T, but this camera shot didn't catch it. There is another camera. Triple T was recording. Now he swing and miss, and then he goes down.
Tim, don't you jump in. Tim, don't you jump in.
These motherfuckers wild, man.
You all come down here wanting it. Two of you motherfuckers on one. Two of you motherfuckers.
Let me see if I can find the other video.
Fucking pussies.
Damn.
Bunch of fucking pussies.
That's the other dude's girl that he came with. He rolled up on both of these dudes. Like, damn, okay, Slim. Hold on, let me see. It's wild, man. It's wild. I had to turn y'all on to it. I've been telling y'all about this country rap shit, man. Be some wild motherfuckers over there, man. They be doing some shit. Oh yeah, I think this is it right here. Hold on, let me see. Oh, god damn. Okay, here you go. All right, here you go. I'm gonna let y'all see this shit right here. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. Come on, motherfucker.
What are you doing, Johnny? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
That's exactly right. You come here for the trouble. You come here for the trouble. You come here for the trouble. You think I push you up?
Boom!
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Damn it!
The payback's a motherfucker, ain't it? Yeah.
Damn.
What are you doing, Johnny?
I hope y'all can see that shit.
What are you gonna
Ain't that some wild shit? From the hood or from the woods, you smack me, you fucked up, laugh my ass off. I hear that. Wait. Gia. Man, I'm telling you, some wild shit. These motherfuckers be acting up. They be acting up. Now, of course, I had to dial in and go to Triple T's channel, see what happened with him, see what he's talking about. Man, it's a bad look. It's a real bad look. Which I think he's just taking advantage of the situation, whether he looks bad or not. He's making content from it, and he's probably growing his damn channel because of it and shit, because these YouTube streets don't give a shit. Win, lose, draw, whether you lie your ass off, whether you the toughest dude in the world or just a fake tough dude and get called out or punched out or whatever the fuck. These YouTube streets don't care, man. They just want something to be entertained by. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can go check it out, man. I mean, sub up to them. Shit. If you ain't, there's always something going on. These content creators, man. I'm gonna talk a little something just real quick. I think it's a bad look on country rap. I think content creators are kind of fucking up the rap scene in the country. You know what I'm saying? Because these country dudes is really making some music, man. Some of them are making some good-ass music. There's some good-ass rap songs that are country as shit, man. I be like grooving to them. I be like, oh, shit. There's a few of them I like, man. But these fucking reactors and the drama and shit, man, it's gotten kind of out of hand. Like, it's turned into more of it being about them and their little beefs and shit. And one, instead of trying to pick up the country rap scene and make the country rap scene better and shit. You know what I'm saying? Build it up. Make it into something. Now it's just all fucking nothing but fighting and shit. And I don't understand, man. I don't understand why you wanna fuck shit up like that. Like, make it bigger and better. Drama ain't gonna do nothing. It's not gonna build y'all's channels, believe me. It's gonna fuck them up. It's entertaining for a second, but then ain't nobody gonna watch nothing unless you're fighting or arguing with somebody or something like that, and then it's just gonna turn into where it's nothing but beef. It ain't even about country rap no more. So anyway, that's a little drama that was going on in the country rap scene. Figure I'd share that with y'all, and y'all could check it out if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if I'll ruffle anybody's feathers or something, man. You know, I be thinking about things and thinking about certain things, man. I've been around. I mean, you got your prepper communities, you got your homestead communities, you got your news sources coming out of certain, you know, it all like bunches in together and shit. And I've been around watching this shit for a long time. And it's really, how many times are we going to be told that this is going to happen or that's going to happen? How many times am I going to think that this is going to happen or that is going to happen? I mean, one little thing sparks up, you know, with I don't know, pick 2 fucking countries, and every fucking channel out there starts spitting all this shit, swearing to God this is gonna happen and that's gonna happen. I'm a little bit sick of it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of ringing false to me. Some of these people that just be doing it all the fucking time, man. I just had to stop watching them, man, because it's like all they do is just look for that next thing that they can push. Oh, shit. And I know you got to make content, man, and you got to have something that makes people want to watch. That's why I don't get a lot of people in my shit, because I'm not putting it in there. Oh, World War III is coming tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Now, shit. Now, I have. And, you know, in the past, when shit was down and dirty, it was like, oh, shit, man. And I think the pandemic and all that shit, man, when all that shit happened, it was like, whoa, the whole world changed. And it was like, wow, the shit can really happen. Like, what the fuck? Whole countries shut down, whole world shut down, locking people in their houses. Certain parts of the country, you had to wear a mask in your own front yard. Like, what the fuck? And now it's mandated. You got to stick a fucking needle in your arm and shit like that. Like, what the fuck is going on around here, man? So then you start looking at everything else and like, man, shit. Oh, man, it's going to be the worst ever, because just a little sickness turned the whole world crazy. So then I started looking at everything that was going on, and like every little thing, I was like, damn, that's going to blow up and be the biggest thing ever. Oh, that's going to blow up and be the biggest thing ever. But then I started seeing that, man, ain't nothing coming from that. And then I see something out, man, ain't nothing come from that. I thought all this shit was going to happen, but ain't nothing happened with that. So then I chilled. Then you just talk about shit that's going on. But you don't really say, oh, well, this is coming and that's coming. But I'm seeing some of these other motherfuckers, man, they are still going hard, man. 5 years in, these motherfuckers swear to God, man, every time there's something said about some fucking battle between this motherfucker and that motherfucker, oh, it's World War III. If there's a protest in the streets, oh, man, it's civil war. I'm starting to think, man, we falling for the bullshit. I'm starting to think we ain't close to none of that shit, for real. Maybe we ain't gonna have none of that shit go down. I mean, we've had beefs. You know, everybody thought this Iran shit was gonna blow up into World War III as soon as we bombed some nuclear site. But shit, when Trump was in office before, he took out like the second highest dude in Iran. Blew him up in his car and shit. I think he blew up a couple cars and took dude out. Ain't nothing happened then, you know what I'm saying? Why would we think Iran would even for a second? Do we sit around and believe when motherfuckers are talking about America being weak and that other countries are stronger than us and that Iran could actually fuck with us? In my opinion, I don't think Iran could do shit to us. I mean, yeah, there's, sleeper cells and shit. People talk about sleeper cells. And, yeah, I guess you could have some shit like that. But Iran ain't attacking no America, man. Them motherfuckers ain't coming over here. Ain't none of these countries coming over here, man. We are fucking stacked and loaded. Whole fucking country is armed. We got the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, then we got the citizens. The citizens got just as many guns as the fucking military. I mean, we are stacked. Or do you really have to go around every single fucking day of your life and worry about World War III starting or Civil War starting? That's all I'm saying. And why the fuck do we sit around clicking on every motherfucking channel of some motherfucker on YouTube who doesn't have any kind of fucking college degree on journalism, hasn't went out there and got in the mix with none of the politicians and really got word behind the scenes or none of that shit. We're listening to some motherfucker like me who just runs their mouth on YouTube, spitting their shit, and get us all worked up thinking, oh shit, we're going into war. The whole fucking shit's collapsing. Everything is shit. I think we need to check ourselves, man, and what we watch. For real. I think we need to stop falling for the okie doke, man. We need to stop listening to these motherfuckers that's constantly pushing the bullshit. Because they doing that shit for money, man. They doing that shit to make a paycheck. All these motherfuckers. I remember motherfuckers when they first started the channel and shit. All they talked about was, I don't agree with motherfuckers who just push bullshit on YouTube to make money. I ain't about no money making on YouTube. I'm just being real and shit. I'm just telling the truth and shit. I'm just doing me. And then as soon as they started making a little bit of money, man, that's all they gave a fuck about. All of a sudden, this is the most realest video I'll ever do on YouTube. This will really happen. This is exactly what you have to look forward to. Complete destruction of the United States of America. Complete takeover of the government. And it's bullshit. All bullshit. Over and how many? Now, let me ask you, chat. How many motherfucking times have you watched some of your favorite channels sit there and predict the future and ain't none of that shit fucking happen? None of it. How many motherfucking times have you sat there and listened to a motherfucker tell you what he thought was gonna be? And you better go out there and get this. You better go out. Me included, shit call me out. Hey, Tribe. I remember when you did that shit, motherfucker. What you talking about? But I'm being for real, man. It ain't gonna do nothing but lead to depression. You're gonna be all stressed out every day, worrying about some fucked up shit, and the shit ain't even happen, man. Well, I mean, yeah, get you some extra food, get you some extra water. Make sure you got some, home defense and shit. You know what I'm saying? But man, you don't have to live every day thinking that the whole world's gonna collapse. And you also don't have to live every day thinking that America's all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because we got it pretty damn good. I mean, if you go and look at some of these other countries and shit and the way these people are living and shit, man, we are living high on the horse, or I don't even know if that's the saying or not. But, like, we got it made in America, Jack. We got all kinds of good shit. We got McDonald's, Walmart. We can go order a chicken through a window and eat like a motherfucker. Some of these other motherfuckers, man, they digging through trash and shit. Kids, little kids out there digging through fucking dumpsters and shit trying to get something to eat. You know what I mean? They working a whole year for like $12. They getting like 20 cents a day to find plastic bottles and shit. And that's how they live their life the whole time. These motherfuckers living in huts with no electric, no plumbing, nothing. Whole communities, whole cities, every fucking thing, man. It's fucking crazy. Like, why sit around all the time and just shit on America and our ways and where we think shit's going? Man, sometimes we got to look at and appreciate what the fuck we do got. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe World War III will start tomorrow. Shit. Maybe all these YouTubers are right. One day they're going to be right. You know? I could sit around and say, man, there's going to be a purple bird that lands in my yard. And I could say that shit every day for the next 20 years. Sooner or later, I'll probably be right. There'll be a bird that lands, a crow or something that looks kind of purple. And I'll be like, see, I told y'all I was right. I predicted that shit. But I said that shit for 20 years every single fucking day. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, anybody can predict the future if you just keep on saying something's going to happen, something's going to happen, something's going to happen. Sooner or later, something's going to happen. And then as soon I see little shit happen, it gets me because I'll see something little happen. And then I'll see a channel, you know, start talking about it. And I'll get on there and they'll be like, see, I told y'all, I was just talking about this last week. I told y'all this exact, I knew this shit was going to happen. Like, what? You've been saying this shit for like the last 6 years. Of course it's going to happen sooner or later. Like, stop it. Man, why is my phone going off when I'm live, man? There's no reason for my phone to go off when I'm live. All right. So, there's another thing I wanted to get into. Just a little something. And I'm just going to be real. I'm not going to name drop. I'm not going to put people's names out there and shit. I'm just going to be straight up about, I don't know, I say about a year ago, maybe longer, maybe 2 years ago. I'm not sure. But somebody came to me and was like, man, there was some shit that happened at a meetup. And it was kind of foul. And it wasn't explained to me in detail what had happened. But it was like, all right, you know. Man, what I gotta do? Turn my damn volume off. You can't call me when I'm on a fucking live, man. So anyway, they didn't really explain to me what had happened, and I just thought, it probably ain't as bad as people think or something. You know, I wasn't there, I don't know. But then, here recently, I seen somebody talking about the situation. So I really dove in, and I called a couple people, and I kind of got the story of like what really went down. So, hearing all the things that I heard and coming from people who were there, people that were kind of involved, I got to take it for what it's worth. And I gotta step away from certain people. I just can't have that shit. I can't have that shit around me, man. Now, it don't have nothing to do with me. I wasn't there. It's not my issue. You know what I'm saying? It's not my problem. It's not for me to deal with. But when things are done, I've been trying to stay out. You know, back when somebody was talking to me about it before, a year ago, 2 years ago, I was trying to stay out of every fucking thing, man. You know, there was beef going on with these two motherfuckers and beef going on over here with this motherfucker, and, you know, old tribe right there in the middle. Then you got people that hang out in the chats and shit getting all mad and turning on me when I ain't had shit to do with nothing. I was staying out of every motherfucking thing. So when it comes down to the come down, when there's some bullshit involved, if you get wrapped up in some bullshit, you just got to go away from me. I'm too fucking old. I've been through enough bullshit on this YouTube bullshit to deal with people's personal bullshit. If you fuck up, you fucked up, and it just is what it is. And you can't be in my chats, you on my channels. I mean, I got a gaming channel, man. You know, I can't have fucked up shit. You know, when I'm sitting there playing Splatoon, sometimes there'll be like, you know, teenagers come in there, you know, playing the game and shit. I can't have people around that have bad shit with them, man. I can't have it. It's just not, it's not going to be. So, just so you know, and anybody else, if you get caught up in some bad shit, man, just stay. You gotta stay away from me. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say, man. I got to cut ties. When I hear some of the shit that I heard, I got to cut ties, and that's it. No more, ever again. That's it. If I would have known back then, I would have cut ties then, but I wasn't really told exactly what was up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not throwing it all out there. That's for somebody else to talk about. That's for somebody else to do a video on. That's for you to apologize if you're the one. That's for you to explain or something. I don't know what to tell you, but you know, I got rules in my life. If you're a racist, you gotta get the fuck away from me. If you hurt women or children, or disrespect women or children, or do foul shit to women or children, you got to get the fuck away from me. Like, you can never be around me again in life, period. And that's just the way it fucking is. And that's the way it'll be. So that's just a heads up for anybody, really. I'm talking to everybody. If you're a racist, fuck you. You fuck with women or children, fuck you. Right? It's just the way it is. And when I say fuck you, it's not really personal. It's just like, fuck off. Like, you're out of here. Like, I no longer know you in life, period. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of other people that probably feel the same fucking way. And I know there's some people that be in my chats that definitely don't feel comfortable at all. And I don't blame them. I can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully shit works out between whoever it is and whatever they got going on, man. That's on them, man. It is what it is, but I'm done with it. and I'm never gonna think about it again. Like that's it. I cut my own mama off. I definitely cut off somebody that ain't doing right. You know what I mean? If you ain't doing right, you ain't doing right. That's on you, man. But anyway, always a beef somewhere. But when it's women and children, that's a whole different thing. Miss Sharon, you 150,000% correct. You know, a good friend of mine said something to me the other day. This friend said, man, do you know how this is how I took it. This ain't exactly how he said it, but this is how I took it. He's like, man, think about it. If you was around 100 people, don't you think there would be at least one crazy motherfucker in that 100? Maybe even 2 or 3? He said, man, you got 5,000 people subbed up to your channel. How many crazy motherfuckers do you think is in that bunch? And I was like, damn, you know, you got a fucking point, man. You got to be careful out here. You know, we do this shit, these live streams and shit, and put ourselves out there and shit. But you got to be careful, man, because, you know, you just don't know. I don't trust nobody anyway. I don't trust my own damn people. So it don't make a difference any motherfucking way. Like, I don't trust anyone. I don't even trust myself. But sometimes, man, you gotta dial it back. Sometimes when you're interacting with people and shit, man, sometimes you gotta dial it back. Jesus Christ. Relax a little. You know what I'm saying? But for anybody who does a channel, man, y'all gotta be careful, man. Because you never know who's out there. Now, I'm not saying I could have everybody that subbed up to me could be great people, and there might not be a crazy motherfucker in none of them. You know what I mean? They might all be straight. Shit, even the shit that's going on with the shit that I was talking about a minute ago. I mean, hey, maybe things were misunderstood. Maybe people did. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I got to do what's right around me. I got to do what's right for my chat. I got to do what's right for my chat. You know what I'm saying? I can't have fucked up shit being said and being done, and I can't have it, man. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay straight, man. Don't do no fucked up shit. And I'll be able to hang out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's some crazy shit in this world, man. There's some crazy shit. I've been around some crazy motherfuckers, man. Some complete fucking psychos. Like, you really gotta watch your ass 24/7 in life, man. Cause there are complete fucking psychos, man. There are people that will want to eat you alive just because of who you are. There's people that will hate you deeply in their soul just because of the way you talk, or maybe the way you look. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. People that'll just sit there and hate you. Once you out of here, they don't want you on this earth no more. Because they're so mixed up in their own head. They just focus in on a person and want to eat them alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, serial killers, all that shit out here, man. You got to be careful, man. When you fucking around on this YouTube shit, man, you got to be careful. I don't know, man. It's a fucked up road. This life can be a fucked up road. Gotta watch your ass, man, 24/7. But you gotta watch what you do too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be careful of how you interact with people, man. You know, you gotta think about yourself and think about the things. It can be hard at times. You get a little caught up in the moment, maybe say some things and do some things that, you know, you don't quite feel are bad at the time because you're just caught up in the moment, and then all of a sudden you're like, shit, fuck, I didn't mean to say that right then. But, you know, it is what it is, man. What can you do, man? What can you do? Now, I did want to tap in, man. I want this shit on record, man. When I put something in the title, I want it on record so my kids can, like, go back and see it. In the chat, man, I want to know what y'all think, if y'all even think. If y'all don't think about it and y'all don't give a flying fuck, fine. I get it. I understand totally. But it's all over the news all the time, and they got this jury fucking, oh, we got a partial jury and this and that and this and that. What do y'all think? Do y'all think P. Diddy is guilty or not guilty? Do y'all think P. Diddy is... And look, I ain't never heard of somebody having a RICO case by them damn selves. That's kind of wild to me. How can you have a RICO when it's only one person? Y'all ever heard of that? Can y'all have a RICO with one person? I hate fucking lives like this when you gotta talk, but you can't just fucking say everything so everybody knows what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's gotta be like that. My apologies to the people in the chat who have no idea what the fuck I've been talking about, and they're like, what the fuck is he babbling about? My bad. But sometimes things gotta be said. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get it out there, and it's out there, and it is what it is. Guilty or not guilty? Holla at me. Jane says guilty. Obviously he is such a sicko. You think Diddy's a sicko, huh? Just seemed like the right thing. I feel you, Garrett 100. Fist bumps, man. Not guilty of RICO. Those are local crimes. I think guilty, Miss Sharon. Think what happened, they'll find him guilty on the 4 to 5 charges, then retry him on racketeering. If not, there would be no story. Let me ask y'all this. Throughout this whole time, what was like the oh shit moment that made you look at Diddy like, damn, he's a piece of shit. He's guilty as fuck of something. Because in all honesty, throughout this whole trial and everything, and they're bringing up shit, the only thing I heard is the dude is a freaky deek, and he was doing some freaky ass shit, and the girl that he was with, this Cassie chick, she was freakier than a motherfucker too. I mean, she was with him for 10 years doing this shit. So you know, you ain't blocked here. I just read your message there, Larry. Not guilty of RICO. Those are local crimes. I just read it. So you ain't blocked, man. So throughout all the shit being talked about Diddy and all these, you know, TMZs and all that shit, like, you know, they keep putting on their fucking thumbnails. Oh my God, this is the craziest shit ever. P. Diddy's going down for sure. Or, oh my God, P. Diddy's going to be fucking freed in 2 days because they just found out this. And then you get on there and it's just the same old TMZ bullshit. Like, it's all, this YouTube shit is just all a bunch of bullshit. I swear 99% of the shit on YouTube is bullshit. It's so frustrating how much time my life has been wasted clicking on bullshit videos. Now I know why Osmond Gold is such a good streamer. You know, I'm starting to like this tech tone dude. Like, I'm starting to see why, man, because they get on there and they just talk some real shit. They don't put no false narratives out there. They don't talk about shit and make up shit to try to get clickbait and all that bullshit. They just be talking they shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think I I think Diddy's a pervert. I think he's a freaky motherfucker. I think he does some crazy ass shit sexually, and I think he does some drugs, and he goes all out, and it's some weird shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of the shit I heard that like he wanted his girl to rub another man's juices on his nipples and shit. Like that's. But is it true? I'm hearing this on YouTube. I don't hardly believe anything I hear on YouTube anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know what's true and what ain't true. But I really haven't heard it. How is it sex trafficking when some dude comes to have sex with some chick? Like, we're talking about billionaires. Like, they travel, they do these things in real nice places and hotels and shit. And of course you travel. It's not the same as like trafficking people and shit like the government did, you know, down on the southern border and shit. Oh wait, did I just say that? My bad. Oops. You know, if anybody should be locked up, it should be Biden. Am I correct? I mean, let's be honest here. This dude trafficked, 25 million people across the board? How many kids were involved? How many children? Can we talk about that? Can we get a RICO case on that? Of course not. Why? Because he was president. Ain't nobody going to touch the president. The government going to do these crazy-ass, ludicrous things, and ain't nobody ever going to do nothing to him. Sick. But Diddy? You know, I hate Diddy. I always thought it was some weird shit that he was, you know, in all honesty, it was like what Suge said, like dancing all in the videos and shit like that. Like back in the days when Biggie Smalls was rapping and shit, you see Diddy dancing and doing all this shit. And I'm like, man, he's the producer. Why the fuck is he even in the video? Like usually producers, they make all the money and stay to the side and don't want to be seen and shit. You know what I mean? I just don't see it, man. I don't see how you can. I think Diddy got too high up on his shit as far as being the big man and thought he was all that, and he might have like gotten an argument with one of the Illuminati peoples or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody big, and they were like, "Oh, this motherfucker thinks he's somebody now." He got a little $1 billion and he think he's somebody. Well, time to break his little ass down then. Let's put him back in his place. So they orchestrated all this shit and let all this shit happen to him. And now he's embarrassed for the rest of his life. His entire, whatever it's called, man. His entire fucking, what the fuck is the word? I can't think of the word, man. I have a stroke. I don't think he's guilty. I don't. I just don't think he's guilty, man. I don't think the man should have to spend the rest of his life in prison because he had a fucking swinger relationship. That was bad. And he did some fucked up shit. I seen the video in the hotel of him, doing that shit to that girl. Like, that's horrible. But I mean, she was doing some crazy shit too. Like, how do we put a halo on this chick's head, man? She was doing some freaky shit, and she was with him for 10 years. And I know he had power though, immense power, lots of money. But 10 years? And she had famous friends and shit. Like, she had a bunch of famous friends and shit. Like, nobody stood up for their friend or nothing. Like, The whole world was scared of P. Diddy, and this girl was just trapped by P. Diddy, and man, she was living the high life for 10 years. Billionaire living, doing drugs, having all kinds of crazy sex, and just living wild and young and free. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it, man. I say let the man be free. I hate to say it, because I think he's a piece of shit. I think he's done a lot of people dirty. But you can't just go around locking motherfuckers up because you don't like them or you don't like the way they live their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You got to have proof of crimes. There's got to be proof. I just don't see where the proof's at. The only proof I got is he was fucking a lot and had his girl fucking a lot. And they were hiring people to fuck. I guess that's a crime, but that's not a RICO. That's not a, oh, you should be in prison the rest of your fucking life. Shit, if anything, he should have been out 6 months ago. If he just fucking with a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? The humiliation ritual. I hear you, Garrett. I hear you. I know about all these things. He beat the hell out of her on video. When I seen that, there's no going back for me. That's not to mention all the other stuff. Yeah, I feel you, Adriana. That shit turned my stomach too. I was like, damn, I ain't even want to watch it no more. But when it comes to the law, that's what I'm just looking at it like through the law. They can't get him for that. Like, yeah, that's a bad look, and he and that's fucked up what he did, but he can't go to jail for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta have some kind of law, right? We gotta go by the law. We can't just lock a motherfucker up because we hate a motherfucker. You know, if they would have got him back then when he did it, then yeah, he should have got fucking assault and battery real bad. And, you know, dealt with whatever the fuck he had coming to him. But time goes by, and you can't prosecute that no more because there's too much time done went by. So he's like, you can't hang a man for, you got to go by the law. I don't know. Yeah, 19 is young. But I tell you what, I know some ruthless chicks. I knew some ruthless chicks when I was younger. They were 19, and them motherfuckers were vicious. You did not want to fuck with them chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody hears, oh, a woman's 19, and you just automatically think, you know, goody two-shoes, you know, totally innocent, this, that, and this and that, man. There's a lot of different people in this world, man. You go look up some adult prisoners that's in prison right now, females. You got 15 and 16-year-old females that done executed motherfuckers and shit, like took motherfuckers off the planet. Like, I mean, do we know? Do we know? Yeah, we always talk about it too. Like, we know the media will put out shit and show shit and not show the whole story and this and that. And look, I seen what he did in that hotel. That shit was atrocious. But I mean, that was like 5-10 minutes of a 10-year relationship. So what the fuck was really going on? You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of times we do some fucked up shit in life and regret it and make mistakes and shit. I mean, I think he's a total piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think you got to get him by the law, man. You can't just go locking the motherfucker up because you don't like him. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But the powers to be also don't want those tapes and all the truth out on Diddy because it would expose many other people, right? It's a fucking RICO case, and it's one person. Rip, tell me, man, how can you have a RICO case and there'll be one dude on trial? How is that possible? A RICO was trying to get the gangsters back in the days, and that's how they got the bosses, because you would bust all the lower people, and then you would prove through all the different shit that the higher ups were running everything. So you had a whole group of motherfuckers. That's why they made the RICO in the first place. How can they throw a RICO on somebody and it's a single person? I don't get it. There isn't any law, just a fight for survival. I hear that, Miss Sharon. I hear that. Make it make sense. What if it was your kid he drugged and assaulted? Kid? I don't know, Rip. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's a slippery slope, man. He drugged her? Did he drug her? I mean, listen, hear me out. For the longest time, man, we thought Bobby Brown got Whitney Houston strung out on drugs and shit. For the longest time, man. I just always thought, man, Whitney was so beautiful and so precious, man. How the fuck did people let Bobby do that to her? And then come to find out, it was pretty much the other way around. Whitney was the one that turned Bobby out. You know what I'm saying? So it's been said, like, I don't know, I wasn't there. But, I mean, do we know? Man, I am live, man. Why the fuck is my phone ringing? You know what? Let's just do that. No. Let's just do this. Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, they said he would make her take drugs to get her high. They would make her take drugs. Who said that? The prosecution? Yes, they said he would make her take drugs to get her high. I don't know, man. I mean, what's true and what's not? You don't think that? You think she spent 10 years just trapped and she never wanted to do none of those things, and that she was just a complete victim? And I mean, it's possible, I guess. It's a RICO because there are many other evil power mongers he was drugging and taping and leveraging people for so they could control and abuse them. I know that's what they say, man, but did they prove it? You know what I mean? See, a lot of that shit go on with a lot of different people. They say all these things, and oh, this person did that, and this person did this, and this person did that. I don't know. I guess we'll see, man. Whatever the people in the courtroom, whatever they come up with, I'm sure they heard a lot more shit than we have. It came out in the dispute that apparently she testified that he would make her take certain drugs to get high. Tribe High, I agree with you 100%. I didn't get the RICO charge. They usually charge like gangs, the mob, etc. RICO. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Tribe. Oh, he will get off on the RICO. Think the case was weak on that, I think. Yeah, I feel you. I don't know. I guess we'll see. You know, it's weird, man. Like, as soon as they ended all the arguments and shit, the fucking jury slides a note to the judge talking about one of the jurors is not listening to your instructions. And it's like, what? And then they come out and say, "Oh, we got a partial verdict. We're still working on the other." When do you hear that? Like, I've never heard that before. When do they come out and give you a part of the verdict? Oh, we got part of the verdict done. We still working on the other though. Like, why you gotta announce like when you make up your mind, guilty or not guilty for the fucking thing, then you come out. You don't come out half. This ain't no halftime show. Like, this shit is it's fucked up, man. It's some fucked up shit. There are many people testifying that he drugged people to take advantage of them. I ain't heard that, Rip. I ain't heard that. I've heard some people talking shit on the internet, like, Jaguar Wright and some other people, saying what but like, I don't know about in court. I haven't heard. Maybe I missed that or something because I stopped watching certain channels because they were clickbaiting too damn much. How many people testifying that he has? Who testified that he made people take drugs to take advantage of them? I mean, we got to watch what we believe. I ain't no Diddy fan, man. I'm telling you, I despise that dude. I think he's the reason Tupac and Biggie are dead. Like, but I'm just looking at it like from the law. Like, what do they have on this motherfucker? Him having some sex and doing some drugs with some chick that he was with for 10 years. They ain't got no proof he blew up dude's car. I ain't heard no proof of it. They don't have him on video. They don't have him, saying he did. What the fuck? Like, you have to prove a crime, man. Judge told jury that he expects a full verdict by tomorrow afternoon by the least. Huh. I wonder if there's like one person holding out. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, man. Don't matter to me. Like, I'll never know that dude. I don't ever want to know that dude. I'll never watch that dude. I don't listen to his music. I don't give a two shits about him. But I don't trust the FBI and DEA and all these people, man. I don't trust them at all, man. They do some cruddy ass shit. Miss Sharon, I gotta get you. He's been serving damn near a year already. Just picking on you. Yeah, I think so too. I know he's looking rough. It's funny how when you ain't got all those makeup artists and people dyeing your hair and fixing your chin all up and shit, you know what I'm saying? Funny how that shit works. He all gray now and shit. White hair, looking all rough. That motherfucker look 70 years old. All them drugs and shit done caught up to his ass when you ain't got him no more. I bet you he's getting shit in jail, though. He's getting some kind of medical shit. Probably got his lawyer coming in there bringing him shit. You know they do that, right? If you got the money, man, you can do some shit. And he definitely got the money. I'm kind of with Niecy on it. I think he might get, like 10 years or something. He's already served a year. I mean, look at Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby got, Jesus Christ, what was it, like 40 women? And then he got put in jail and like a year later he was out or something. Surprised if he wasn't working for the FBI or CIA and his music kind of sucked for a long time. Now, I'm with you, Rip. I'm with you. I agree with everything you said in that, man. All I'm saying is I just don't know if they really fucking got him like that. You know what I mean? But maybe, who knows? So what you think, Rip? What you think about old Iran and holla at me, man? Think anything's gonna come about it? You think we're gonna hit them again or anything? Or you think Trump said he thinks there's gonna be a deal like next week? I used to work with a guy that was locked up for 3 years with no charges at all. Had him listed as holding for another agency. Damn it, man. I seen something. I don't know how true it was. But some dude got like $12 million because he was locked up for like 45 years and never went to trial. And y'all know they made this thing down there in Florida, man. This like holding cell thing for like the illegal immigrants and shit. Y'all heard about that? I'm sure y'all have if y'all keeping up on shit. Now I know they made some shit like down at the border. There was like, holding cells for people coming across the border and shit, right? But have we ever built like a place in a certain area just to hold people that we're capturing in the country? It's kind of weird to me, man. It's a little freaky. It's like give you that concentration camp feeling type thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, some of this shit, man, y'all know me. I try to look, at things in all kinds of different sides and shit. Some weird shit, man. How you gonna build a place like that? Man, I have people doing shit like that. Like, I just don't know, man. I don't think we should be building little prison camps for people that are in the country. You know what's so bad, man? Is how the fuck are you gonna lock all these people up when Joe Biden let them in? That's the bad thing about the whole fucking thing. Is if you really look at it now, I know. Trust me, I know how feelings are about all this shit. But think about this. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, that whole regime opened up the border and said, come on in. Bring everybody with you. Come on into this motherfucker. The president of the United States, people running this country, the top dogs, opened it up and said, come on in. And then they get knocked out of power, and the next person comes in, and now we're going to just attack all the people that came in? Can you really blame them? I mean, what would you have done if you was over there in them fucked up places? Or let's just say, even if you're a criminal, if you was a criminal in prison, and the leader of your country said, I'm going to let you out this motherfucker, but you got to go to the United States. They letting everybody in there. You can get in there. Really? You're going to let me out this motherfucker? And I can go to the U.S. and they got an open border and they'll give me money to live on and everything? How can we blame these people? Like, these people are going to suffer because the true criminal, Biden, the dude should be locked the fuck up. Why is this dude not in handcuffs? Give a fuck how old he is. This dude is single-handedly responsible for having thousands of people being put in cages. Tens of thousands. It'll probably be millions. Is that right? That's good shit? I don't know, man. I don't know. Some crazy shit, if you ask me. I don't know if you should be. I don't know if you should be putting people in cages. Even if they're criminals and shit. Like, they weren't tried and found guilty here of whatever crimes they had done over there and shit. And yeah, they need to get the fuck up out of here. They shouldn't be here. They're here illegally. Yeah, then they should go. But should we be putting them in cages and shit and sending them to other countries that'll just put them in cages and shit? Like, we don't know them stories. They're just snatching people up by the hundreds, if not the thousands, and shipping them off here. Shouldn't they just be brought back to their country and, now do what you got to do, and you ain't allowed back in the United States? You know you wasn't supposed to come up in this motherfucker. But putting them in cages and shit, surrounding them by alligators and shit, I just don't, man, the shit just doesn't ring 100 with me. But what do you do? I mean, I don't run a country. I just live in one. I just don't see how you can really do some people. I don't know how to word it. I don't know how to put it out there without sounding fucked up, because I think, these people should not be here. They really shouldn't. They shouldn't be here, but you got to treat human beings with dignity and shit, man. We're all human. They're just from a different place on this planet. Believe me, if I was down there with a fucked up life and I heard the president of the United States has opened up the border and they'll give me $3,000 as soon as I come in and give me a hotel to stay in and I can try to have the American dream, you can best believe I'm coming across that motherfucker with a quickness. And I'm bringing everybody with me, man. They were allowed in this motherfucker by that goddamn administration, man. They did absolutely nothing about it. And then when the leaders of these states tried to step up and do something about it, it was the federal government, Biden and them, trying to stop them from stopping the people from coming in. You got the leader of, if you just look at it, take away all your indifferences, take away everything that take away your fears, take away your, we know that there shouldn't be illegal people coming across the border. We know that there's some bad people that came in. We know that there's a huge chance that some of our worst enemies in the world that want to take down America probably came through the border and got sleeper cells in places and all this shit. But why isn't Biden in handcuffs, man? Why the fuck isn't this man in handcuffs? Why the fuck isn't Kamala Harris in handcuffs? These people should be charged, and I don't even know what the fuck it would be, but you're not allowed to just open up the fucking border and let 25 million people in, criminals, rapists, murderers. And there was probably a shit ton of decent people and good people. We know we know that there was children being, I'm not even going to say trafficked. I'll just say moved around and put in places. And some of those places had to be fucked up. Who knows what was happening with these kids? Who knows what's happening with these kids right now? Or some of the women that came across. What the fuck did they go through? Or what are they going through right now? But this was done by our own government. By the number one dude, the president of the United States. So what do? Build fucking cages and start sticking humans in them and put alligators around it. What the fuck are we doing? The fuck are we doing? And we're sitting around cheering this shit. We're not questioning this shit. Well, we just lost all heart. Shit done got so bad for you. We done lost all heart. We don't care about no human beings. people claim to be Christian, claim to be God-fearing. But fuck these people, because they came across this line that was opened, wide open, unlocked. Key thrown in the fucking mud. Come on in. We'll give you food, money, clothes, hotel rooms, houses. We'll give you everything you need. Come on in. We got you. Here's the paperwork. Just sign this paperwork. You're good. You don't even got to work. Don't worry about working. You got to go. We got to file this paperwork first. So you just chill, man. Hang out. Enjoy your time in America. Oh, but we forgot to tell them that as soon as we get out of office, you're going to be put in cages and have alligators surrounding you and shit. We're going to have SWAT teams and ICE running all up in your cribs and snatching people out your homes and shit. Just for a second, think about the grandmother that lives in America. And probably for the first time in her life, she got to have her whole family come and visit. Because, you know, some of them were illegally crossing the line and came into the country, but you know, for the past couple years on Christmas, she had her little nieces and nephews and her little grandchildren and her children, and you know, and now today she had ICE run up in her crib and snatch motherfuckers up, and she turns on the news and here's this fucking chain link fence fucking cage that they're gonna stick them in, and there's alligators surrounding the whole place, and everybody's cheering it. And when just this past Christmas, they were all together eating turkey and ham and exchanging gifts and shit and loving on each other. I mean, are we a heartless society, man? Are we so stuck on being Republican or Democrat that we can't just feel the human in people? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, if you mad at me for the way I'm talking right now, yeah. If I'm saying something that upsets you because you so stuck on all this bullshit with politics, politicians, media, and all this back and forth they do and the shit they feed our brains, so be it. I'm going to think for myself, man. I gotta think. I'm not even a lover of human beings. Let me tell you. I don't love people. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love people, but I don't love. Like, I keep my distance from people. I stay to myself. You know, I don't get wrapped up in shit. I don't give my heart out to everybody and shit like that. But I ain't no evil piece of shit that can just look at. I mean, what the fuck? I'm not going to look at these people like they're anything less than what the fuck I am. They just come from a fucked up place. Now, I know there was some evil one. There had to be some. You can't have 20 million, even if there was 10, even if there was 2 million. You're going to have some really bad people mixed into that 2 million. But you know what else? You're going to have some really good people mixed in with that 2 million. And that's what we never talk about. That's what we're not trying to look at. And that matters. You know what I'm saying? That matters, man. Everybody matters. All the humans all around the earth. You don't think back in the Vietnam War that there weren't people that fucking hated Vietnamese people? They just hated them because of all the propaganda that was being told and shit, and you know what I'm saying? So when Vietnamese came over here after the war, they had to go through some shit and treated like shit, you know, in certain places or by certain people and shit. Like, I'm not with that shit, man. I'm not with that racism shit. And I'm not saying it's all racism. I'm not saying because you think illegal shouldn't be in the country that you're a racist. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we got to look at people and care about humans, man. And we can't just fall into this media brain burning that they do to us. We really have to look at things for ourselves and say, man, are we hating a little too much here? Am I just hating these people because they're not American? because they took advantage of something that the president of the United States at the time gave them? That's not right. That's not cool. You know? I don't know. Yeah, hey, to each his own, man. Just try to look at shit a little different sometimes. I think I'm gonna jump up off this motherfucking live stream and go play the game for a little while. You know what I mean? It's going too deep for me, man. Y'all going too deep for me in the damn chat, man. Y'all get me emotional and shit. I'm caring too much. And not like a Karen, like Karen. Caring. I'm caring too much. You know what I'm saying? I challenge y'all, though. I challenge y'all to look at everything different. Don't just automatically jump and say, yeah, that's exactly what the fuck. I challenge y'all to look at everything from a different point of view. You know what I'm saying? How are we ever going to get over this rich elite motherfuckers ruling everything if we just let them keep turning us on each other and shit? You know, because that's what they do, man. They divide us. You think they're just dividing white and black people? You think they're just dividing Republicans and Democrats? You think they're just trying to turn Asians against black people and black people against Asians and shit like that? Now, I'm just using these as an example. These rich motherfuckers out here need us to be divided in order for them to rule and keep ruling. And they want us all divided. Why in America does most Americans feel like Russia is the enemy? And, ooh, we hate Russia. When we ain't never been there. I ain't ever once in my life, in my 50 years of living, I ain't ever heard a Russian speak bad about Americans. I'm sitting here thinking, like, is that true? But yet, there's this deep-rooted fucking program in my mind that just knows Russia is the fucking enemy no matter what. Why? Why do I dislike Iran so much? Why do I think they're so evil? Man, sometimes you got to question things, man. Sometimes you got to look at things and reprogram some shit for yourself. Because, man, they've been teaching us since we were first born. So all this television came out in the 40s and 30s and 50s and shit. They started programming us, man. They need us divided. It's crazy, man. Yes. 1,000%. And look, don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to tell you to love Russia. I'm not trying to tell you to be on Iran's side. Not at all. Please trust me on this, man. I am not trying to do that. Only thing I'm just telling you how I'm thinking about the things. And I'm like, man, some things just don't add up if you really think about it. You know? You can't trust it, man. You can't trust it. You just can't fall for the okie doke all the time, man. It's sad. It's sad that we got so much hate in us, and it's so easy for these motherfuckers to turn our minds on something. They can turn a whole population, a whole fucking country, against a whole nother country. Just by putting some shit on the TV and radio and in some newspapers. These people in power, these people with the money, they can literally talk some shit to us and have a whole mass of people completely hate another whole mass of people, and they've never even met, they've never talked, they don't know each other. The only reason they have a reason to hate is because of the propaganda that's spit in front of their face day in and day out. They are programming us to hate everybody and to think that we have no other choice but to care about just us and fuck everybody else. That's some crazy evil shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. And what's fucked up is there's a lot of humans out here that are really fucked up. You know, they'll kill you in a heartbeat. Or they'll hate you and do you dirty. Vicious people. So at the same time as you're trying to fight off that propaganda of hating everybody and shit, turning on whole countries, most likely in every single country in America, there's tons of people that would do you dirty as fuck, rob you, steal from you, rape, kill, and torture. Just some nasty motherfuckers on this planet. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you just got to stay to yourself, by yourself, and just block out the entire world. You know what I mean? Where's the decency, man? Where's the good shit at? Man, if this earth don't need Jesus to come back, the planet needs Jesus to come back, man. It's rough out here. You know, I tried to look at when that shit happened in Israel. I was like, man, that's the most disgusting, vile shit I think I've ever seen, man. These motherfuckers just jumped fences and rode these fucking motorized things in the air and came across and attacked these people partying and did vile, atrocious, disgusting, vicious things to these people, these women, murderers, you know, just nasty motherfuckers. It's so bad what they did. It was horrible. And then you're like, damn, man, I mean, how can you blame Israel for going ham and trying to wipe out all that shit? But then you sit there and think like, wait a fucking minute, man. They're going to bomb the whole, they're going to kill 100,000, 200,000, 30,000. What the fuck are we doing here, man? Hold up, man. There's got to be some good people in there. Got to be kids, man, that are constantly hearing these booms and explosions and shit and buildings falling down beside them and shit. Losing their loved ones and just dying because this shit happened and a whole country stood up and just went all ham on a motherfucker. Man, it's sad. It's fucked up. And Israel don't chill for shit. Like, they just on and on to the next. Like, they work their way through Gaza or whatever. Then they started fucking with Lebanon and bombing that shit up. And I know there's two sides to every story. Believe me, I'm being simple real quick. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying I'm not on one side or the other. I'm just saying. I'm just looking at it from a certain point of view just for a minute. And then Israel starts fucking with Iran. And boom, 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 starts throwing shit at Iran. Boom, boom, boom. But before they ever even started fucking with Iran, they knew they didn't have bunker busters that could blow up that thing underground. They knew only America could do that shit. So did they weasel us into getting involved with this shit? Like America wasn't. I didn't hear nothing about America wanting to bomb Iran and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? I thought we wasn't trying to get into no more wars, wasn't trying to do no more bombing. We were trying to get all the wars to stop and everybody to chill the fuck out. That's what Trump ran on. We gonna stop all the wars. We gonna dead this shit. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, Israel goes and starts bombing Iran. And now America got to step up because we the only ones that can do this certain thing. Blow some shit up. Why the fuck do we get involved with all these people's bullshit? The fuck is it, man? You don't think that's taxpayer dollars? How much money was spent with us blowing up that shit? And I'm not saying we shouldn't have blown it up. Maybe it needed to be blown up, man. Maybe it was God's intervention. I don't know. But how much money did we? How much of the taxpayer? How much money did they take out of your paycheck to pay for those bombs that went over there and bombed these people? How much money did we give Israel? If they killed 50,000 people in Gaza, let's just say if they killed 50,000 people in Gaza, how much of American tax dollars was used to get that job done? And what's God gonna say, man, when you die and you go up in front of him and he's like, you gave the government, $700,000 in your lifetime. And that government you was working for and giving this money to, they killed a whole lot of people, a whole lot of women, a whole lot of children. They gave that money to these people, and you never once stood up and said one thing about it. You never once tried to do anything to stop these people from these murderous acts. They used your money. You paid for these things. And now you want me to let you in heaven? You think you should be allowed in heaven? You want to play the ignorant role? Oh, I was just ignorant to the facts. Oh, there was nothing I could do. You didn't even try to do nothing. You didn't even say nothing. You didn't even have the thought in your fucking mind to care about any of these people. All you cared about was some bullshit they were feeding you on some fucking news channel. Motherfuckers can say I'm dumb all they want. They can say I talk fucked up. Man, you got to think better than that. Think. Use your fucking brain, man. Even a dumb motherfucker like me can see that shit just ain't right. And we just continually sit around cheering it on. Yay, Trump. I voted for him. I voted for him too, but Jesus Christ. I thought he would do something different in the first 100 days. Hey, maybe he'll do better, man. In my eyes, And I know some of y'all out there love every single thing that he's doing, and that's cool. That's cool. I disagree with some of the things. It's just the way the fuck it is. They're all just these rich fucking billionaire motherfuckers, man. And they don't give a fuck about us. And that's just the way it is. Fuck them.